Hello everyone. I'm very glad of making the presentation of the this device. I think now you guess what is it. It is an electroscope. As you know, electroscope is a device which is used to detect the presence of static electricity on a different object or medium. And this device, you can buy it from a professional, but also you can make it yourself at home. Uh, Before start, let make me remind, I humbly request you to subscribe to my video if you will be interested. I also announce that I'm ready for helping anyone who will be interested and who want to do it himself at home. Let's start. The device that I'm going to do is like this one, but it's not this. Let's put this aside. The device I'm gonna do, I'll use this screw bottle. I say screw bottle because it have a screw from here, and for covering the screw, this is a screw bottle. This is one of the materials that we are going to need. Another material to be used, it is the aluminum foil. Aluminum foil. It is a roll of aluminum foil. We have aluminum foil here. This one. This can be bought on in different shop. We also need. We will need a pen. We will need electrical wire. This is a copper wire, but you can use another type of wire which is a good electrical conductor. We will also need this plier. You can use any other form of plier because it's law. It's of giving form to this conductor. We will also need a blade razor for giving form to the aluminum foil for making aluminum leaves which are going to repel each other. So the principle of working for electroscope is this. I think in electricity you learned that two alike charges repels each other. The principle is applied here. When you apply the presence of static electricity here, electrons of this matter, electrons in this aluminum foil or another conductive material which is here, are attracted. For example, here if here you present an object with the excess of electrons, which is negatively charged, is going to repel. It is going to repel the electrons, and they are going to be present on this leaf. The right leaf will be negatively charged. The left leaf will also be negatively charged, and they are going to repel each other. Then they take this form. They take the form like this, as you see. Here, it will be a shortage of electrons. The shortage of electrons here, if you come to add electrons here, which are making shortage when they are in vicinity of a charged object. If you come to add those missing electrons, it means you charge your electroscope. At the removal of this such matter which was holding static electricity, the electroscope will remain charged like this. This matter, this form hold static electricity. You are going to see what is going to happen. You see the leaf are repelling each other. Now I'm going to charge them. I only touch here for adding or removing the needed electricity, the needed electrons. You see, now if I remove this form, you see that I put I charge the leaf of my electroscope. Now to discharge it, I only touch. Now I discharge my electroscope. Now let's start doing our own electroscope. So first of all, I'm going to prepare my wire, electrical wire. You see, electrical wire like this. I'm going to apply here. First, I'm going to remove the cover of electrical wire. I do like this. I'm removing the gain. See, the cover it is being removed. Let's use here. It is easy. The cover it is being removed. Now you see this is a wire. I'm going also to cut here for removing the wire on the other side, the upper one. It is not easy, but let's continue. We are going to win. Yes, you see. Now I finally remove the wire, the cover for wire. Now I'm going to make a hook on one part of wire. Let's make a hook here. It is a hook like this. You see the hook. This is for holding aluminum foil in form of leaf. Again, I'm going to make a hole in the cover of my screw bottle. I'm going to use my electrical drill, but as remember, I told you that you can use another object. I use the drill because I have it. If you have no drill, you can use another object which can make a hole here, because the purpose is to introduce this wire in the cover. Let me do it now. So I do I remove this. I do this. We make a hook here. This is a hook. This is copper wire. This is the bottle cover, and here we're gonna do a detective part. This is for detecting the electricity, the static electricity, the presence of charges. So now we are going to cut any form of needed leaf. We are going to cut them using our laser or another tool like scissor. With our pen, we're gonna draw the form of where we are going to cut, to indicate where the cut will pass. Yes. We finished to draw. Now we are going to do this. I'm making leaves here. So what I'm doing now is to make a form of leaves which are going to repel each other. There must be a pair of leaves. Yeah, you see. Okay. It's okay. It's like this. You see, this is the form we want. These are the electroscope leaves. We have like this. Remember not to do the very big one, because the big one they are going to be heavy, and the electrons are not be able to repel each other. In order you can notice the movement of these leaves. This is the reason why I make somehow small leaves, for being able to detect as small as possible, as small quantity of electricity as possible. You see that these leaves are not, you can even make long leaves if you are going to take different kilovolts. This you can make it big, because the peeling forces are going also to be very big. So now I'm going to cut a hole here for pounding them on the hook. Let me do like this. Let me do like this. Like this. Yeah, okay. Like this. So I make a plan here. Then I put it down here for making a hole. For making the hole here. Let me, as it is applied, as in I do like this. I again do like this. Remember, the purpose is to make a hole for pounding our our leaves. Okay, you see now I finally become able to manage the hole here. So I'm going to make free each leaf. Let me make them 3. So they are no longer attached one to another. So these are the leaf which are going to repel each other. So let's put them inside my electroscope. So I do like this. I think everyone see what I'm going to do here. You see, I put it. See, it is pendant. I put also another. Now You see, this is a simple work everyone can do at home while he has this aluminum foil, which can be bought in the shop, in a different shop, while having also something to generate static electricity. And I told you, remember in the beginning that I told you we are going in my next video. I'll show you how to detect and harvest uh, atmospheric electricity. This device will help us to detect the presence of this atmospheric electricity at a different altitude. We are going to see that there is the presence of this static electricity in the form of ion. The ion, are not going to see them, but you are going to detect their effect on a different object. And we are going to, after knowing and being able to harvest that electricity, we are going to charge different devices such as the battery, such as the capacitor, and we will then use that atmospheric electricity, atmospheric energy. Now, I put my pendant leaves in this bottle. The bottle, it is no longer bottle, now it becomes electroscope, an object uh, which can be, which is important to different schools. Different schools. For example, when you are teaching a student about the electroscope, you have galvanometer. The galvanometer, I think it is used to measure small quantity of electricity, a different object. You can use this one. You will not know exactly the value of electricity, but you will know the presence of electricity. By knowing the presence, you can also begin to harness it. Now what's remaining is to put the detective head here, the detective head here. For making the detective head, what we need now is a big surface to collect electrons. That big surface can be obtained by means of making different turns of this wire, but you can also making it using aluminum foil, by covering the head here by aluminum foil and making a ball or a flat one. This must be a conductive material. This must be conductive material. Remember, this must be conductive material. Let's open it again for working easily. Now I'm managing the head for my electroscope for in order it becomes able to collect static electricity. You see, like this. This is the head to collect. The head to collect the static electricity. You see, when I'm introducing, you see that the leaves are repelling each other. This repel becomes come from the flanks of this bottle, because when I was floating, there is static electricity which remains here. This electricity must be removed in order it works correctly. Let me try to remove this electricity. I'm going to put the conductive material, and these excess of electrons are going to be collected here, and then they will be removed, they will be put out. I'm going to do it. Let me put this here. I'm going to choose. Let's see if the electrons are now you see, the electrons now they are not present. They're no longer present because the leaves here, they don't repeal each other. Yes. Now our electroscope is ready to be used. This form, as I tell you that our electroscope is now ready to be used. This is the reason why now we are going to approach to this. We are going to bring in here to this detective head, to bring in here a charged material like this form, like this form. I'm going to bring it in here after having charged it. Then you will see that the electroscope leaves are going to repeal each other, doing like this, like this. Now I'm going to charge this form uh, by making different movement of this one, by putting in contact, by floating this on the hair. So now I'm charging it with my hair on my head. You are not cannot see it. Now we are going to see that the leaves. You see, the leaves are repelling each other. This means that here there is free electrons which come from my hair and they remain here. When this electron is approaching the detective head, other electron comes here, and this leaf becomes charged with electricity, and they repel each other. You see, I need to charge and to hold electricity on this. I have to touch here while holding this charged form here. I only charge. You see, this is remaining electricity, and for the charging, I only touch. When I approach the charged form also again, you see that the leaf also repels each other because some electrons come here, and there's a like charges which repels each other. Then the form is like this. For charging again, I only touch and I remove this one. This distance between these leaves means that my electroscope holds electricity. So I call everyone who is interested to do this at home, and if he meets different difficulties in doing this, he can make a comment under my video here, asking me to give you different instruction or to repeat this exercise. I repeat it again. Remember that for the success of this exercise, this device, this bottle, the transparent one, is compulsory, or it's mandatory, because doing this exercise without using a recipient transparent like this. You see here, me, I used the mayonnaise bottle, a bottle for mayonnaise. I do not ensure you that you are going to succeed. Thank you for watching to my video, and remember to subscribe because to it is to offer me a help.